What up guys, we're back at it with some Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, and this is my How to Play Morrowind series where I teach you guys how to play Morrowind. Now in the last video we just got done doing alchemy, we maxed that out. We're a pretty hefty level 11 now, so that's pretty nice. In this video I'm thinking we need to finish our equipment setup. So we'll probably be doing some equipment finding, and then we are going to probably train some skills that need training actually, as opposed to just training what do you even call it all day long. Also, one thing to keep in mind when it comes to selling stuff is that you can actually like sell stuff to, I mean, obviously you can sell stuff to a trader, but when you sell stuff to a trader, it increases their seller gold. So you notice that I just bought these two expensive items. It raised the seller gold. So if I wanted to sell something really expensive to him, now would be the time, since he now has, you know, 7,400 gold, which is a lot of gold. And obviously the same thing also works for the scamp trader too. So like, let's say you had, you know, an ebony longsword or something worth like 15,000, right? You know, the scamp trader only has 5,000 gold though, right? So what do? You basically just buy stuff from the scamp trader. The scamp trader doesn't really sell anything, so you would be just buying back the stuff that you sold to the scamp trader. But basically what you do is you would buy like a bunch of your potions back until you've raised the scamp trader's gold to 15,000, and then you can sell whatever's worth 15,000, and then you sell the potions back individually again to get that money back. So it's kind of a process if you want to, like, you know, buy and sell really expensive stuff. Well, actually buying expensive stuff isn't a problem, but if you want to like sell really expensive stuff, you are going to notice that it's a little bit easier said than done. Tell you what I do want though, I want some better clothing, because I don't know, this stuff just looks ugly, honestly. And I don't think we have all of our clothing slots filled anyway. We definitely have pants and shirts and skirts. Grab ourselves an exquisite robe, an exquisite skirt. Do we have exquisite shirts and pants? I honestly don't think so. I'm gonna put those on the ground. Just in case there's something to repair. There's not. Okay. We got some nice clothes. That's cool. There was also, I believe, in Saran, I think, the armorer or somebody. Or it might have been the pawnbroker, actually. Somebody, though, had the Drokiris. But yeah, one thing to remember is that obviously there's more than one, like, city in this game. So if you're having trouble finding equipment, literally just hop from town to town. You're bound to find something that you like somewhere. But finding a decent weapon is going to be the hard part. I don't know where exactly to look for a decent weapon, because nobody that seems to sell stuff seems to sell anything good. There's the dude up here. Can't even see that. We got 19 on that as opposed to 49. Yeah, that's pretty fucking strong by comparison. All right, so now the question becomes, where do we go for a weapon? I would say Vivec though. Like, honestly, if you're not going to find it in Balmora, probably the only place you're going to find it is Vivec. And there's always going to be like a nice little small chance, regardless of where you go, that you're going to find something nice. But I think if you're really, really looking for something, you should just go deep and go to like the bigger cities, right? So Balmora is going to be kind of a main city, and then Vivec is absolutely a main city. I would say Vivec is like the main city. It's like the biggest city, right? If I remember correctly, there's only like 3 major cities or something like that. There might technically be 4, honestly, possibly, if you count Vivec. But basically you have Aldrun, you have Balmora, and you have Vivec. I guess you could almost like say something like Sadrith Mora, possibly. I guess. I guess every type needs their main city. Those fucking Telvannis need their own too, right? Apothecary, alchemist, and a fucking bookstore. Upper Wasteworks. I think this is the one that has like the random traders around. Anybody that's like a fucking, you know, actual weapons trader or something? Good God. Oh, actually, you know what? I know exactly where the smith is. I'm a fucking idiot. That's right. There's the top level. There we go.
Busy guy, so if you could hurry this up.
Damn. You have like at least a steel saber. Like, holy fuck. Oh, silver longsword. 1 to 20, 4 to 18. I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. Like, the iron saber is literally like the best weapon in the fucking game right now. I don't get it. It honestly is like pretty fucking hard to beat the iron saber. I could have sworn there was a steel saber somewhere though. Like, where's that thing? This thing even has more condition than the silver longsword. What the fuck, dude? What about the other smith? There is 2 smiths up here, right? Yeah. Well, one is light armor, one's heavy armor. Is that what we're looking at? I straight up always wondered why there was 2 smiths up here. I guess that's why. One is light armor, one is heavy armor. Yeah, this was the other thing we said we were gonna do. That's right. Oh, you know what I just realized though? Is our speed is max, isn't it? Okay. So actually, like, almost doesn't even matter what we do. Although some intelligence would probably be nice. We should probably, at the very least, fuck with that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool.
What assistance do you need?
And we get attacked. No? Not a bad combo. So it's really going to depend, I guess, on what is important to you. Oh, you know, agility is actually important. Probably should focus on that. But after a certain while, you're going to want to start putting points on luck because nothing really affects luck other than like leveling up and putting tokens on it. So if you want your luck to go up, you're going to have to start putting points on that eventually. I'm thinking agility though, just because like we need it. Probably should have done some, good God. Probably should have done some better leveling to maximize the agility thing, but we'll live and learn on that. 6, 7. Okay, of course. I'm pretty sure that's a major skill too, right? Why did who the fuck even uses block? What a useless skill. I can't believe I actually made that a major skill. What was I actually thinking? Maybe we could do more long blade. She can't do shit about that though. I guess that works. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty good. And we get attacked. No? Pop, pop, pop. Good shit. So we're just gonna randomly do this actually. So one of the big differences between Morrowind and Oblivion and Skyrim is gonna be the fact that you can't really get houses in Morrowind. Now, unlike in Oblivion and Skyrim, there's no real like trespassing system in Morrowind, so you can kind of just assimilate into people's houses as long as you don't really get caught doing it. There's like 2 ways you can really do it. You can kind of just walk into somebody's house and like use their house and sleep in their bed, just make sure they don't see you sleep in their bed, right? Or you can kind of just straight up go into houses and like kill people and just straight up take their house as your own. Now, it is also worth noting that there are a couple instances of getting like your own more or less house in this game. The first main instance is going to be with the Blood Moon expansion. You get the, you eventually get your own estate, your own house with the East Empire Company after you build your mine and all that stuff and build out your town. You get your own estate at Raven Rock, so that's one of the actual houses you can get in this game. Other than that, the only other houses you can really get are gonna like ironically be from your houses, right? So if you do the house quests, totally just coincidental on the word house there, but you do the house quests like your house Lalu, your house Telvanni, or your house Redoran, you eventually get to create your own stronghold, which is basically like its own little like small commune. Like look at it like a small town basically. But within this small town, you eventually do get your own like master's estate or whatever. I don't know if it's like technically your house or like how that works, but more or less you get your own house when you make a stronghold for one of the great houses, right? So coincidentally, the house quests are one of the ways you can get a house. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that is a way. But basically, if you want a house in this game, the easiest way to do it really is to just kind of walk into somebody's house. Like, just find a house you like, basically. Find a town you like first. Like, I like Balmora. That's always been my favorite town, so I usually set up shop here. And then just kind of find a house you like, preferably a house that belongs to somebody who isn't of any importance. I tend to choose this house here. It's owned by Astius Hanotepilus, which, if I remember correctly, this guy straight up doesn't have any quests. Like, he doesn't have anything. Like, when I googled him, there was no quests, there was no, like, factions or anything, really. So this guy is about as generic and useless as an NPC can get. And that's going to be, like, one of your best bets, really, for stealing a house, is just kind of killing whoever's in a house and taking it. Which also does bring me to another point, which is the persuasion system, which I honestly do not remember the persuasion system in Skyrim. Was there even one? Honestly, like, I can't fucking remember it. But it's absolutely different from the persuasion system in Oblivion, where you had your weird little merry-go-round of expressions and whatnot, and you had to, like, tell jokes or whatever. It was really weird. I did not like the persuasion in Oblivion. Now, aside from just the overall setup of your persuasion menu, there is actually one major difference between persuasion in this game and persuasion in Oblivion, or I guess Skyrim if it has it. And that is going to be your ability to taunt. So first of all, if we just go through the options here, There's a few options. So we have admire, which all of these options are going to have a chance to fail or succeed based on your personality and your speechcraft levels. So admiring is going to be like your positive persuasion, right? So if you're trying to raise somebody's disposition, admiration is a pretty good way about doing it. However, if your skills are low, they're just going to be like, hey, freak, get the fuck away from me. Who do you think you are? So admire is going to be like your good cop, good disposition type of shit. Intimidate, I don't actually know exactly how intimidate works. I would imagine it probably has something to do with like your character strength or something, and possibly also a little bit of persuasion. But essentially, you're just trying to like intimidate the person into having a high disposition with you, which is kind of like the bad cop, good disposition technique, right? And then taunt, we'll skip that for now, because we'll get back to taunt. Taunt is the special anomaly here. And then we have the 3 bribe settings. So if you remember in Oblivion, you could bribe people, but you could only bribe them a certain amount, and you could not bribe them to maximum disposition. In this game, you can bribe people to maximum disposition. And basically the amount of gold you bribe is really just going to be dependent on your speechcraft level. Like if you have a really low speechcraft level, you're going to have to bribe more gold in order to get somebody's disposition higher. And also, you're going to need more gold to get their disposition higher. So like your chances of getting somebody's disposition to 100 with just 10 gold bribes is going to be a lot lower than getting their disposition to 100 with, you know, either 100 or 1,000 gold bribes. But it's also overall going to be still dependent on your speechcraft level. So just because somebody accepts a 10 gold bribe doesn't mean they're going to keep accepting 10 gold bribes. See that? That was actually the most perfect display that I could have ever shown you guys. We can do 100 gold. That's cool. 100 gold might work a couple times, but will it work 3 times? Probably not. Bribing only goes so far with that much. But we can bribe them 1,000 gold. See how well that works. And pretty much nobody says no to 1,000 gold. It is extremely rare for somebody to just say no to 1,000 gold. It pretty much doesn't happen, even if you have a super low speechcraft level. So you can just buy your way to disposition with anybody in this game, which is really nice, honestly. It's like more realistic that way, honestly. Like, why would there be a limit to how much money you could give somebody to make them like you? I mean, because realistically, money will buy anything, right? Like, you give somebody enough money, they will do whatever you're trying to get them to do. Whether that money is $1,000 or $1 million is another question, but there's always a number. But it's also nice because you're not deadlocked by your levels. Like, if you just happen to be a very wealthy patron who is not a very skilled talker, it doesn't matter. If there's something that requires a disposition check, you can get that disposition check, even if you don't have the speechcraft levels required for it, which is awesome. Like, I'm always for, like, different angles of playing games, right? Like, oh, you don't have to do this method. There's a different way you can do it, right? Like, you can solve the same puzzle using a different strategy, right? But anyways, now that we've got that out of the way, and we've persuaded this guy to 100 disposition, let's get our money back, right? And this is where taunt comes in. So basically what taunt does is it's a negative disposition modifier, but what it does is that it taunts the other person into attacking you. I don't know if you guys have been keeping track or not, but, you know, murder's illegal, so is assault. You can't just go around attacking people, and you definitely can't just go around killing people, right? But there's a loophole there, because what if they attacked you first, right? Yeah, if they attacked you, you're just defending your life, aren't you? So what you can do is you can literally just sit here and spam the taunt button. Make sure you move that menu right above it so you can just sit here and click it. And you'll notice that it'll fail a lot because, again, all of these are going to be dependent on your speechcraft and your personality levels, right? So you'll notice that a lot of them fail, but they will also succeed here and there, don't worry. But basically all you're doing is you're just going to be spam clicking taunt, and this literally works at any level of speechcraft, any level of personality. It's just the lower the level you are, the more times you're going to have to click it. But eventually, you will get that taunt success. That does it, goodbye message. And they will start attacking you. And once they attack you, you have free range to kill them. Like, you won't get in trouble for assault. You won't get in trouble for murder. Like, even, like, the Dark Brotherhood wouldn't give a fuck about this. Like, if this was, like, your first kill of the game, the Dark Brotherhood wouldn't come after you because he attacked you first. So anyways, we can get our money back, which is nice. And might as well just dispose of the evidence, right? Why not? And with that, you have your own house, which is pretty nice. Now, generally speaking, I don't really like having all this clutter in my house. So usually one of the first things I do is I'll just kind of grab everything that's in here and find a different place for it. Oh, we got a lock, huh? We'll leave the candles. So anyways, once you've grabbed everything from the house, you can kind of just pop outside. There's like baskets and shit you can just leave stuff in, so that's a pretty good option as well. Yeah, basically we'll just kind of like get rid of all this shit really is what we're doing. Of course, you could also sell all this stuff too, but like, who are we kidding? Like, we already have enough money. Honestly, selling this stuff would probably be faster because you can click it faster, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so that's gonna be basically how you get a house in this game. Choose a fucking city, choose a house, choose a person who's hopefully not important, kill them and take their house, right? Now, real quick, we are gonna go back to the Aldrun Fighters Guild because supposedly there's a steel saber there. All right, where is this stupid fucking saber at? The game did not crash. What? I didn't save, dude. What the fuck, bro? Honestly, though, you've got to be fucking kidding me right now. Oh, I did have some autosaves, though, so that's not too bad. Well, at least we have that. Well, okay, I guess we won't be looking for a steel saber in this video. Supposedly, there's supposed to be one in Aldrun Fighters Guild. Really not sure how that works out. I checked the whole place before, didn't see anything, but okay. Also, by the way, don't worry about the game crashing. This game literally never fucking crashes. I am absolutely astounded that it even did it all. Also, in case anybody didn't catch my last Morrowind series and you're wondering about the entire melon thing, yeah, so it's just Tire Melon's house, really, is all it is. This dude ate the entire melon or something. I don't know why his name is Tire Melon, but it is. But this is like the place to drop stuff. Or at least it was in the last series, so I guess this is the place to drop stuff again because the game decided to fuck me! Too bad it's not like Oblivion where you can just like shift-click shit to make it fucking drop, but whatever. Anyways, so that's it for this video. I was gonna try to find a steel saber, but I guess we'll maybe try to do that in the next video or something. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. It definitely helps me out. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you want to check out any more of this content or any of my other gaming content for that matter. And of course, as always, for as little as 99 cents a month, you can become a channel member, help support this channel monetarily, help me pay some bills around here, that sort of thing. Yeah, with that being said, it's been Plock the Master Gamer with some Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.